Hello, this will be a video to supplement the included README for our gene replication deliverable. Inside the deliverable folder, you will find 5 different folders here and 2 Lua scripts. To run these Lua scripts, you'll need to open the README and follow those instructions to install dependencies first. However, I wanted to show you the basis of how to get this running in video format. So the folder structures like this. CV is your checkpoints after training. Every 1,000 iterations by default, the training Lua script will make a checkpoint file, and these are given to your sample Lua file to generate your desired text. In the data folder, this is where the samples are kept. I've included 2. Initially, we trained our neural network on a Shakespearean text. This is the complete works of Shakespeare in raw text format. The file size is 4.6 megabytes, and we did this because we were not able to determine if the output was giving any kind of meaningful data because gene sequences aren't human readable while this is. So we first trained our neural network on this to identify that it was working correctly. And in here, this is our gene sample. You'll notice the important part is the input.txt once again, and this is what it looks like. It's just a very long list of nucleotides starting presumably at the beginning. That's where I sampled the file from, and I had to cut it off at some point, which we chose to make it the same size as our Shakespearean text file. So all the inputs in this project are 4.6 megabytes. Our results folder is also important. This has what we were able to obtain from training our neural network on Shakespeare. So we have the input right here and the output right there. So if you wanted to do this yourself, you could copy these files. This has everything you need to get it running. And I've actually included a good checkpoint of an epoch 33, meaning it's iterated over the entire file 33 times, with a loss value of 1.35, which was the best one we obtained. The same goes for the gene training, which is the more important part. That's where our project is focused on. We have the sample text that we input, and then also the generated sample text. And then also we have the checkpoint to run that with an actual lower loss value this time. Okay, so I'll do a quick tutorial on how to run this. I have those commands copied, but the first thing you'll need to do is open a terminal session in the root of our deliverable folder. Once you have your terminal session open, we want to train a neural network. So in order to do that, we're going to call the train script, and you can see us doing that here. We provide it with the gene sample data set, so you can see it's referencing data and then gene sample, and it will automatically find the input.txt file within that. We trained our network with a network size of 200 and 2 layers and a dropout of 0.5. So to demonstrate, we're going to start it up here, and you should see it training very soon. You'll see this is iteration 1, and it shows the epoch, which is how much of the file it's been through, the loss value, which indicates how good the output's going to be, and some other values over there. So once this iterates to 1,000 times, it will create a new file in your CV folder. We have 20 here, and this is for the gene text generation. So we've trained this quite a while on a quad-core CPU. As you can see, it is training here. This package allows you to train on a GPU. However, because there are some problems going from GPU to CPU and vice versa, and different GPUs we decided to do it on my quad-core CPU because it's agnostic as far as hardware goes. So let's stop this. Alright, and had we let that run overnight like I did, you could expect to get about this many checkpoints. And we'll notice the loss value for this one is the lowest one. It's located in the file name. This is the loss value. And this one's 1.1971, which happens to be the lowest loss value of all of our files done. So we'll use that to generate text. So we'll run this command that calls the sample.lua file with a few parameters. We give it the CV folder and our checkpoint file. And we also set the GPU ID to -1. This is just to ensure that it doesn't try to run on the GPU, which could affect the results. Well, let's run this. By default, this generates 2,000 characters. You can generate more with the length flag, which we'll cover in the README. But here we are. This is 2,000 nucleotides generated from that file. Thank you.